UL Monroe is playing in their second conference championship here today. The story this season was a strange one. Surprisingly, our defense was the main reason for our success. Teams have had nightmares all year long trying to game plan for how they are going to stop DeAndre Pan and Jackson Howard, two absolute game wreckers for us. And I expect more of the same here today versus Coastal Carolina. Pan is also in the running for the Heisman on defense, and he has had an incredible season. If he puts up more of the same here today, we have a real shot at winning the Heisman Trophy for the first time in this series. Coastal is 9-3 this season, which is impressive, but being in the Sun Belt, it is a bit easy to achieve. So with that said, if we get a win today, we will be moving to a much more competitive and prestigious conference. So we are actually playing for a lot more than just a conference championship today. So this game is really, really important. Returning this kick is the electric freshman with 98 speed, Jeremy Bouchard, not able to showcase it there on the kickoff. But our offense will come out first, and as long as Proctor can have a clean game, I think we're going to have a very successful day. On first down, we hand off to the 4-star running back, Braylon McReynolds, who transferred to us in the offseason. Now our first pass, not going to be a good one. Broken up, quite dangerous. 3rd down and 5 here from the 30. Proctor's going to take a shot to Bouchard, who was wide open. Getting pushed out at the 31-yard line. After a gain of 3 on first down, here comes Ben Galloway on the left side, able to move the chains again for us. Now faking the handoff to Braylon McReynolds and finding Destin Hill, who was wide open in the end zone. The Warhawks strike first with the 2 very nice plays through the air. And Destin Hill caps off with our first touchdown in the championship game. So we'll kick it off to Coastal now. And from the end zone, he's going to bring this out with not much protection in front of him. Not good starting field position here for Ethan Vasco, but they spread us out here and start with a screen pass. Not much going there other than a gain of 4. Vasco now has a man open, but Emmanuel Okonkwo able to knock that one free. So 3rd down and 6 here for Coastal's offense. And on 3rd down and 6, they try a screen. And with pressure in his face, Vasco throws it in the dirt. Bouchard back there to field this punt, but he actually just calls for a fair catch. So from the 40, Proctor's going to start with the play action. Taking a shot for Hill again after the touchdown, but this is going to be intercepted by the strong safety Zaire Dorsett. He was just sitting there waiting for that one. I'm not sure what Proctor thought. I mean, it was just a bad read by me, but for the sake of the story, that was Proctor's fault. And now our defense, a.k.a. me, I let that play up again. Like, that's 2 bad plays by me back-to-back. But for the sake of the story, that was Josh McAfee's fault. But red zone defense is holding up pretty well here. 3rd down and 6 from the 7. We need one more stop here. Pressure from the left side, and Vasco is going to throw this one out of bounds. So they bring out the special teams, and Josh McAfee will jump right into the kicker and take him out. And on the very next play, McAfee lets up the touchdown to Kanan Hamlet, the one who had the big catch through the air a moment ago. He then caps it off with the score. Strong hands. I mean, McAfee doesn't have the strongest hit power, so can't really blame him much. And then on 3rd down and 14 for the Warhawk offense, Proctor's pass kind of just gets hit with the force, you know? Obi-Wan Kenobi got at him. But here on 1st down on Ethan Vasco's next drive, he's going to meet David Anderson, the senior defensive end, spelling in for, I'm not sure who he actually spelled in for there. But there's Kanan Hamlet with a nice grab, making this 3rd down a bit more manageable than it was. 3rd down and 11. Pass is caught, but not able to get the 1st down. So they punt it away. And we're going to try to get things going after a horrible interception. Galloway making this 3rd down really manageable. It's inches to go here, and he gets the very next carry, able to fall forward and get it. Second down and 8. We're going to fake it to Galloway now, and Proctor's going to roll all the way out to his right and get pushed out of bounds. Now at the 31, it is third down and 4. Trying to make a few adjustments here with the O-line, and he'll find Jeremy Bouchard underneath, able to move the chains. Gain of 10. And the O-line appears to be quite banged up right now. We're going to run it with Ben Galloway, not able to get anything going. He is also kind of shaken up. So McReynolds will check in. We try an option, and they are just all over it. So third down and long here. Proctor stepping up into the pocket and brought down after a gain of only 2. So out comes our punter. Wooden gets it as far as he can kick it. And they will field it up to the 29-yard line, getting good, decent starting field position here for Vasco. Now running some RPO on the left side, had his man open for a little gain of 7. So we go into the second quarter here, and we're going to get started with a sack. There's freshman Josh Lehman. And that'll bring up a third down and long here for Ethan Vasco in this offense. Trying to get a screen pass going. It looks like the Warhawks are all over that one. Had a host of defenders there. And Jeremy Bouchard will try to get something going on the punt return, but he's quickly brought down. And another third down here for the Warhawk offense, but Proctor able to get a man to jump off sides. It looks like there is a penalty down, and Braylon McReynolds actually fights forward on the screen pass. It moves the chains. We have to see what the penalty is, and it is offsides on the defense. So either way, we were going to get another shot. First down and 10, though. Here's Tristan Wiley. He has been subbed out to the 4 spot at wide receiver, but he's able to spin forward and get a first down there. And now here's a catch for Destin Hill. Nice gain of 7 for number 7. Proctor, pressure coming from the middle, able to recognize it. There was a blitz coming. Finds Ernie Benchawal. And now Benchawal open again here on the drag route, moving the chains again. Big tight end getting things going here in the second quarter. Third down and goal here. Proctor not able to avoid and evade the pressure there on third down, so we do bring out the special teams. And Welsh's kick is up and just did not have enough steam on it, it looked like. I didn't get enough kick power on it, and maybe if I was in the closer camera angles, which I should have been doing, I think, I would have made that one. But also, if I put a little bit more power on it, that would have been a for sure make. But Tyler Rubio's mad about the miss. He's able to get a sack there. Loss of 7. Bringing up a second down and 17 here. And the Warhawks are showing more pressure here. Going to hand this one off to Christian Washington. And DeAndre Pan blows that play up. Only able to get a gain of 1. So third down and 16. Vasco not able to evade any pressure from the right side. That is Jackson Howard. The defense doing a great job getting the ball back to our offense. Now Proctor's going to look left and find Henry Fausha, the fullback, halfback hybrid. He'll move the chains, but it's second down and 8 now. Delayed give here for Galloway, and it's going to lose a yard. Now third down and 9. Proctor stepping up into the pocket, but it collapses on him. And Coastal will pick up their first sack of the game. On fourth down and 12, we decided to just punt it away at the 41. Don't want to go for it there on fourth and long. And Coastal will begin their drive at the 23-yard line. Here on first down, they're going to run a counter, but it gets blown up by Ware, a senior defensive lineman. He's our backup, but he is starting this drive. Quick pass, but brought down immediately after the catch. It's third down and 11 here for Vasco. Trying to look for his tight end, and this will be intercepted by DeAndre Pan. And he's got a chance to return this 10-5 touchdown. The offense couldn't stop him, and he says, if the offense can't do it, then I will. Finally getting some more points on the board for us. The defense doing what our offense has been struggling to do here for a minute. We got that first touchdown to Destin Hill, but since then, we've been kind of dry. Vasco got some pressure from the interior and has to throw this one out of bounds. He's looking a bit rattled here. On 3rd down and 5, gonna throw this one out of bounds again. Another wild throw. So having to punt it away here, about 90 seconds to go in this half. Proctor's got a chance to increase this lead by 2 possessions. Gonna start this drive with a screen pass, and Galloway's gonna get a first down. Running some hurry-up offense, handing this one off to Galloway, and he makes a nice cut. A nice gain of 7, and we also burn our first timeout. So on 2nd and 3, there's a flag down, and Proctor goes down. Big loss on the sack. And that's going to be holding on the offense, but of course they will not accept it. It is 3rd and 17 now. Proctor's going to step up, and there's a bunch of green in front of him. Makes a man miss, and then kind of slides down, but also takes a little bit of contact on the way down. 1st and 10 from the 45, just under a minute to go. Proctor drifting to his left, and he's going to be brought down for another sack. So it's 2nd and 22, under 20 seconds now. Proctor drifting to his left again and hit as he throws it. Just not a lot of help on that left side. Trying to get some good protection over there now. And that's going to leave the blitz open for the right side, and Bouchard might have had a chance for 6 there if Proctor had a second. But we go into halftime up 7. Coastal has looked very, very shaky. But our offense has also looked very questionable. The only reason why we're up right now is because of the defense getting that pick 6. DeAndre Pan also has a sack. He's doing all that he can right now for us. The offense really needs to step it up and not put so much pressure on this defense. I don't think we'll be able to stop them every single time. Alright, Vasco's got decent protection, but it eventually falls apart. There's DeAndre Pan, just talked about him. That might have been his first sack right there, actually. Now, Vasco is going to run a screen pass here on 3rd and 16, and it is not very successful. Got a little bit, but not all that they needed. So they have to punt it to start the 3rd quarter. And now we're going to pitch this one out to Galloway, and he's going to juke outside after juking inside, juking out a defender. Now handing this one off to McReynolds. He'll juke a defender as well. Everyone showing off the agility. Galloway up the middle, bursting through the gap. All the way up to the 26. The elusive McReynolds is in. He's going to cut up inside. Nice job by the 4-star running back. He stays in here for 2nd down and inches. We handed it off to him up the middle, and he plows forward, moving those chains. And here comes Galloway, another carry on this drive. Trying to run it down their throats, it seems. And they're going to stack the line here. And we pitch it anyway to McReynolds, but he's going to get tackled in the backfield. So it's 3rd and 5 now. Proctor left side wide open is Destin Hill, and he gets to the line. But they're going to say it's inches. So 4th and inches. Here comes Welsh. This time he gets it. Don't really like kicking from that distance. I believe that was a 21-yard field goal. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense now. Big gain to start this drive. It's 3rd and 10 now, however, and they're spreading us out here. Vasco pressure from the right side. There is Davin Anderson again. Made a play earlier in the game. Here comes Galloway up the middle on the Warhawks' next drive. We are up 10 right now on 3rd down and 1. Running it with Galloway, just barely able to get it. This 3rd quarter has gone by very, very quickly, but now on 3rd and 15, Proctor is pressured very fast, not able to get away from it. And we have to punt it away. Good for the Coastal defense. And there's a busted coverage. Kelly Jones nowhere near the receiver. Jalen Williams gets a huge touchdown for the Coastal Carolina offense. And what happened there, I was trying to set up the play, and in the midst of it, it switched me to the cornerback. I didn't realize it, so I just stood there like a fool. And that allowed them to get right back into the game in one play. But anyway, Proctor is going to look for his man on the left side. Destin Hill getting a catch. Haven't said his name in a minute. Proctor rolling to his right. There's Bouchard. Good route and throw from Proctor. 2nd down and 6. Stacking that right side. We pitch it that way. McReynolds going to get a decent gain of 5. It's 3rd down and 1. We stay in this I form, but Galloway is back in. He is a better power back, and he is able to move the chains for us. So 1st down and 10. We're going to hand it off again, of course, leaning on this run game. Might as well. These two running backs are very good. Now bringing a man in motion. Destin Hill running a jet sweep, and he's going to get excellent blocking on that side. Pushed out at the 1. Thought he had a chance at the score. But now Proctor's going to run the QB sneak and extend our lead once more. Their defense looked like they were ready for it, but I ran it anyway. Proctor's got negative rushing yards and a touchdown. And we send the heat. Jackson Howard, man, what a hit. Thought Vasco might have fumbled that one. Able to hang on, though. Loss of 10. It's 2nd down and 20. Pressure quickly. Oh, man, they tried to get a screen going. Looks like the Warhawk defense looking to send some more pressure here on 3rd down and 20, and they do. That's Eduardo DeMarco, the true freshman, getting a safety here in the conference championship. In the middle of the 4th quarter, this game is starting to look a little bit out of hand now. But the Warhawks offense was not able to get anything going. And Ethan Vasco has this ball back, but guess what? This defense has come to play, picking up their 9th sack of the game. 2nd down and 18 here. Kanan Hamlet doing his best for this offense right now. He's one of their best receivers, to be honest with you. 3rd down and 6. They're only going to get 3. They got to go for it now. At their own 37. Here comes Washington, not able to get the conversion. And it looks like UL Monroe is going to win this one, but there is still 5 minutes to go here. You never know in college football. On this pitch, Galloway's able to get about 4. So 2nd down and 6, staying in the I form, trying to follow his blockers, running into them a lot actually. Not very good vision by me. And on 3rd down and 2, it looks like we get Coastal to jump. Or, yes, Coastal Carolina will get called for encroachment. I thought we might get called for a false start, but we do get a free 1st down. And now on this carry, there's going to be an injury timeout, so we can't run any clock. But it's 3rd down and 1 now. Galloway needs this, and he's going to shed a tackle, picking up a 1st down. But after a slew of penalties, it is 1st and 29. Galloway is not in the backfield now. McReynolds is the tailback, only getting about 2. It is 3rd and 22. McReynolds gets the carry. And he's got a good run now. And that'll give us a bit better field positioning for this kick. Kind of puts us outside where I'd want to be. But it's all good. Deontay Welsh makes it anyway. And we go up 29-14. They're going to need to pull off a miracle, honestly, here. With only a minute to go. Look at Emmanuel Okonkwo's athleticism right here. Able to jump and knock this one right out of the receiver's hands. That was Willie Vaughn. Now running a screen pass, and it's going to be a good one, getting a gain of 9. 3rd and 1 now. Vasco looking right side. Pan was the only defender over there by Hamlet. Not able to break it free, but this time it'll get broken up. Good play. 3rd down and 10 from the 30, looking for the end zone, and this will be broken up. Good swaddle by Emmanuel Okonkwo. Really playing well here in the 4th quarter. Here's a conversion on 4th down. Hamlet not letting them go down without a fight. Got to clock it here. Only 39 seconds left. If they want a shot, they got to score. Here's a good throw and catch, and he is out at the 1. Tried to turn the ball into the end zone, but defenders were able to stop him. Now, shot for the end zone. He is able to score. Jalen Williams hitting the gritty on us. Ugh. All right, they have a shot here. With 1 timeout, they can kick an onside kick here, and if they get it, they have a chance. You gotta get it though, and they won't run. Shaw is able to recover it. That's our safety. And Devontae Proctor can knee it out, and we pick up our 2nd conference championship in a row. And it is just the Sun Belt, so I'm not all that excited about it. So we will be moving on to a new division. If you have any thoughts on where we could go, let me know down below. I am thinking ACC, and I did have a comment mentioning the SEC, but I feel like that's a bit out of our reach. But look at this, DeAndre Pan has jumped up the Heisman boards after that big win, the pick 6, able to do it, I think, and also picking up a sack. He might actually win it. I didn't think it'd be possible. Right now, Avery Jones is number 1 in Player of the Year, though, and Pan is number 2. And Coach of the Year, Willie Wayne, is in the running, and he does pick it up. So Willie Wayne, Coach of the Year, as well as our Coordinator of the Year, coming home to us. And we do see that Avery Johnson jumps DeAndre Pan in voting. But Pan does pick up Best Defensive Player and Best Linebacker. 37 TFL, 17 sacks, really good season. And Jackson Howard, of course, I feel like he was the best player on our defense. 20 sacks, 32 TFLs. But DeAndre Pan, I was really hoping he could do it. The only defender on the Heisman voting board. But I got a good feeling that these coordinators will not be here for very long after this amazing season. We did very well, and we do end up with a bye, undefeated 13-0. And we are the only undefeated team here in the playoffs. It looks like we will face Oregon or Georgia. Oh man. I guess if I had to pick, I'd pick Oregon. But either way, it's gonna be a mismatch. And we do see that it will be Oregon. They were able to beat Georgia. Well, let's see how bad it was. They beat the snot out of Georgia 41-17. And Miami lost to Michigan 42-21. Clemson advanced over Oklahoma. They're going to play Boise State. And TCU is going to play number 1 Kansas State. But our opponent is the Oregon Ducks. They finished 10-3 and 6-3 in their conference. And when you play a team like this, it doesn't matter if their starter's injured. They have a backup that's ready to go, except for maybe cornerback for them. And we have already lost a coordinator. We have to hire a new defensive coordinator before our playoff game. So we're going to offer here to Jamie Wade. He's a 3-4 defense, so the scheme won't really fit that well. But I liked his pipeline, and there wasn't many other options. And I made a couple of changes here to match Mr. Hurricane sliders in his Dynasty. I can't remember exactly what they were. I think QB accuracy for both got changed. Maybe fumbling got changed from 50 to 40. But yeah, you can go back and look at those if you want. I really wish I started the whole season with Devontae Proctor. He probably would have got way better experience, but I thought that I wanted to win now, and I felt like playing the other quarterback, Zion Chris, would get with some experience starting already was the better option going against Mississippi State and Kentucky in those first 2 games. But Proctor has proven himself to be a pretty good quarterback. I'd say the better of the two. And 15 touchdowns for Jeremy Bouchard. Wow. He's been very nice for us. I guess you could say a lot of the deep passes might pad the stats for our players a bit. But I can't imagine what this team would have been like without the breakouts from Pan and Howard. Really wish Pan got the Heisman Trophy. That sucked. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And if you're excited for the Oregon matchup next video, please don't forget to leave a like on this episode. I hope you guys tune into it. And stay tuned. I'll try to get the episode out as quick as I can. Peace.